What did I do? Miss that? I didn't even put it up on the screen, did I? I get so excited about my subject when I'm talking about money. Sowing and reaping. You reap what you sow. Let me use my father as an example here. He was a farmer. I grew up on a farm. For a long time, I noticed my dad would go to the field a few days after he had planted his crops. And he would kneel down, and with these two fingers, I can still see him doing it, in the row, he would start raking the dirt. I learned later that what he was doing, he was checking the seed to see if it had died. Because it had to die before it could live. A seed must die before it sprouts. He would check to see if it was going to do that. I never thought of this until I started preparing for this little seminar this morning. He had to plant that seed. He had to put it in the ground. He had to deposit it. He had to let go of it. That's really where it begins, fellas. Had to let go of that seed, let go of that money. Give it to God. Check on it? Yes. Keep track of it? Yes. But then watch it grow. Watch it grow when it's in God's hands. Someone said this, what we believe is what we do. I'm sorry, I'm standing in the way of somebody here. Is that better or worse? What we believe is what we do. You see, fellas, it's not what's up here that people see. It's what's in the basement. You don't have many, well, shopping malls have basements, but not many homes, I guess. But it's what's down underneath. It's like the iceberg. You only see so much. The rest of it is down below. And that's what supports what's up there. What's in the basement, fellas? Your basement beliefs. Your base is what's going to produce what takes place upwards. Proverbs 11:24. One gives freely. Observe this. Just watch what happens. One gives freely, yet gains even more. Another keeps it to himself and comes to poverty. Fact of life. A fact of life. Our spirit in giving. What kind of a spirit do we give with? Let me change that. That sounds like an offering again. What kind of a spirit do we serve with in regards to our money? What's our attitude? Not our thinking in our mind, but in our heart. The spirit there in verse 7 out of that previous passage of Scripture. New Testament in giving. The spirit of grace. Because of God's grace. I was in another seminar not too long ago. And I was talking about grace. Someone said, God's grace never runs dry. I believe that. Never stops flowing. Except it only stops flowing when we block up the flow. It never stops flowing to us, but we can stop it flowing through us. How we handle our money, whether we have much or little, that's not the issue. It's our attitude toward it, our spirit towards it. It will always be coming to us. But is it going on to others? Not necessarily in what you give to them, but what you do with it in service to the Lord in so many ways. The work had to tell Moses, tell the people to stop. We've got more than we need. Joe Burke, would you like to be able to say that some Sunday morning from the pulpit? Stop! We've got all we need until I tell you the next time. Don't leave. Someone said this: what we should pray for is not just asking God for more wealth, but that he will grant us a generous heart and a deeper sense of stewardship to share what he has already given us. God, thank you for what I have. Now you show me how to give it. 2 Corinthians 8:3-5 says they first gave their own selves to the Lord and unto the will of God. They first gave. They gave out of their poverty, but they first gave themselves to God before anything else. Before anything else. We need the joy and the privilege of giving. By the way, do not deprive other people that same joy if they want to give to you. It used to always bother me, and still does to a degree, of somebody giving me something for what God's called me to do. And yet someone told me one time, don't deny people the joy of blessing you with what they have been blessed with. Don't deny them. There's joy in giving from their side the same as there is from your side. And there's also the joy in receiving. There's no question. But let's keep the joy. Keep the joy going. No request. Okay, so Arson. Let me go through that again. If your outgo, what you spend, exceeds your income, what you make, then your upkeep, what it costs you to live, will be your downfall. It'll bring you down. And how true that is. How true that is. Then, walking around in nothing. Can you believe that Britney Spears was on TV simply because she didn't have any briefs on? My goodness. The news, the media must be really in trouble if that's what they have to put on TV. Well, anyway, that's not what I was here for. All right. Proverbs 27:7 says, the rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender. Practical life. Am I pronouncing it right? You got the message anyway. Yeah, break free from that. Don't be in bondage to that. Which one are you? Are you paying interest or earning? A lot of money lenders around. Okay. Secondly, the lure of materialism. 1 Timothy, again, live within your income. Okay, I just got 3 comments. God takes cash too. I saw a sign one time. How did that go? In God we trust. All others pay cash. Borrow only if it is absolutely necessary. Absolutely necessary. There are those situations where it's necessary. 3, debt to love one another. Let no debt remain outstanding. Fellas, if you borrow, repay.